Hello students, welcome back into the another session of CS07 data structure using programming in C. As all of you know that due to the current panic situation, lectures are not on a virtual platform on regular basis. Again we have resumed our subject from the last lecture where we have completed double-ended queue, which is in unit number 3. Now it's time to go for the fourth unit of this entire subject, that is linked list. This particular concept is little bit very important as far as the Saurashtra University examination is concerned. So take it seriously. We'll try our level best to justify the theoretical portion, the algorithm portion, and then we'll implement a program for the same. So let's start with the same. As you can see onto the screen, this unit number 4, which is called as linked list, is further divided into the subtopic like there is a discussion of single linked list, which contains all these subtopics. Then there is a discussion of merging of linked list, reversing a linked list, second type of linked list, that is double linked list with its further topic, and lastly third and the last type of linked list is circular linked list with its subtype. Right now we are not wasting our time for discussing about the other type. First we will start with single linked list, which is very important into the examination. As a subtopic, we have to implement a single linked list where it can insert a node at the beginning, it can insert a node at end, insert a node after the specific node, displaying the entire linked list, which is also called as traversing, deletion of node from the linked list based on the deletion of node at the first position and deletion of node at the last position. All this operation we have to first discuss theoretically, then we have to go for the algorithms, and then we have to make a combined code for all this operation. So let's start with the first thing, that what actually the linked list means. So the definition of linked list is very simple. Linked list is called as or we can say that linked list is a one type of data structure which consists a group of node which together represents a one sequence. Again I am repeating my words. Linked list is a one type of data structure. Obviously it is an elementary data structure which actually consists of multiple group of node represented into the one sequence, that is called as a linked list. We can take a general example of linked list. Say for example, suppose we are wearing a gold chain in a neck. In that gold chain, one link is passed to the second link is passed to the third link, an entire procedure goes up to the last one, and the last link again passed into the first link. It makes a one circle of multiple links. So that links are called as node in our subject, and it makes a data structure which is called as linked list. Here the terminological word called node, it's very simple. Obviously this particular node is in format of logical, not a physical. We are dealing with a subject which consists of logical implementation of the concept of data structure. So every time I will take a general example which might consist of physical things, but it could be implemented logically also. So here node is not physical, it's logical. So this node is actually a one type of structure. Yes, here the structure means the structure of programming. See, the concept of programming, see, called structure. It's a one type of structure which hold some information. Here the node means a one type of logical structure which hold some information. Now question comes over here, which type of information? We know that node is a one type of structure. That structure holds the information, but which type of information it holds? So in linked list, node consists of two information. One is the data, and second is the reference of next or previous link. So this structure holds the information in two parts. One part contains the data, obviously the data of user, and the next part contains the link, or you can say the reference of next node or previous node. We can take one example over here. This is one best example of linked list, where you can see that there are three nodes. This is node number 1, this is node number 2, this is node number 3. In this node is logically subdivided into the two parts. This is the one part, this is the another part. In part number 1, I have written 12. So that 12 is actually the data. And in part number 2, you can see that one arrow which points to the next node, that is node number 2. So this is called as reference. So first node is related with the second node, or you can say that 12 is related with 99, 99 is related with 37, which is node number 3, or you can say that node number 2 reference to the node number 3, and this entire procedure goes on up to the last, where last again points to the 12. So that data structure automatically converted into the circular linked list. But right now we have to discuss only the simple single or singly linked list. So that's why last node is not referencing to the first node. That means first node reference to the second, second, third, third reference to the fourth, fourth reference to the fifth, and fifth suppose is the last node. Then it's in informative section. Again I am repeating my word. Say for example 5 nodes are there in my linked list. First node reference to the second node, second node reference to the third node, third node reference to the fourth node, fourth node reference to the fifth node, fifth is the last one. So in a informative section of fifth node, it stores null. So it's very clear that whenever in single linked list, in a reference part, whenever we found null, again I am repeating my words, in a single linked list, whenever we found null into the reference part of node, that node is considered to be the last node. Again I am repeating my words. In a single linked list, whenever we found null into the referencing part of the node, that node is considered to be the last node. At that moment, single linked list will get terminated. That means creation of single linked list is completed. Now, this was a basic idea about what we can say the single linked list. Now that single linked list or entire portion of linked list is made up of various operations, where in that operation we have to perform the basic task. That means single linked list have basic task like insert node at first position. Second is insert node at last position. Insert node at specific location. Insert node at insert node based on information. Then there is a bunch of delete operation, that is delete node from first position, delete node from last position, delete node from specific position, and delete node based on information. And the third bunch is a bunch of traversing. Traversing is nothing but just a displaying the information of single linked list. So I think there are 8 different operations are there. So all that 8 different operations we have to implement logically. Now, before going into the detailed discussion about implementing all these operations logically, we need to clear 2 things, which is called as head and tail. So what does it mean? What is head and what is tail? So these are the 2 components of any linked list. We can make it simple like data, or you can say data and information. So these are the 2 components of a linked list, where data holds user information, and this information, or you can say the info part, holds the address of previous or next node. So these are the 2 components. Like in stack, we have top of the stack as a component, In queue, we have front and rear as a component. So same like that in linked list, data and information, we have a components. Now, based on this, we have to implement a program which demonstrates the functionality of all its tasks. But before that, let's firstly go through the pictorial representation where it shows that how can we insert nodes in various positions. So over here, this picture represents an insertion of new node at the first position. That means already linked list is created where it already have the first node. Suppose we are still adding the new node at the first position, then the first node becomes the second node, and whatever the free space is there which is occupied by the old first node is released and new node will be placed on that particular position. So that entire transaction is called as insertion of new node at the first position. Just look at to this particular diagram. Over here there are 4 nodes are there. Node number 1 is 5, that means it contains the information called 5. Node number 2 is -1. Node number 16 is the third node. Fourth node contains 2. Now here I am wishing to add new node. Then what exactly happens? This new node is replaced over here and this 5 becomes the next node. So after adding the new node, total number of nodes became 5. Currently there are 4 nodes, but after adding this particular node, new node, the total number of nodes in a single linked list becomes 5. So what we have to do? First we have to break the link between the first and second node. This node will be stand-alone node. Then we have to add the new node. After adding the new node, its reference should be connected to the 5. Then 5 is connected to the 1. 1 is connected to the 16. 16 is connected with the 2. So this automatically add new node at the first position. Same like that, we can add the new node at last position. For adding the new node at the last position, one condition we have to keep in our mind, that first we have to search that where the null is. If you are not forgetting into the theoretical section that we have discussed, I informed all of you that whenever we found null, that is the last node. So first we have to perform actually the searching, where we have to search where is the null parameter is there in the single linked list. Once we found the null, it is to be considered as a last node. After that, new node is added, and into the new node and its information part, null is transferred, and that node makes a reference with the new node, which automatically adds new node at the last position. This will be clear more in depth into the program. No need to worry over here if you are not getting the points. Now same like that, we can perform the various types of deletion of the node. Just find out the first node and pass the free function. Automatically it releases the memory which has been occupied for that particular node, and into the informative part of that node it stores start. So one more thing here I would like to convey with all of you, from where the linked list gets started. So whenever we found the word called start, that is the first node, and whenever we found the word called null, that is the last node. So now the identification of single linked list is very simple. Whenever you found the start, that is the first node, and whenever you found null, that is the last node. Remember it. So suppose we want to delete the last node, then what we have to search? Obviously null. And once we found the null, we have to shift that particular null into the previous node. Once the shifting of null is done onto the previous node, just by passing the address of that particular node into the free function, it will release that particular node from the entire linked list. I think this was sufficient for the discussion of theory, because in our subject or in our field, theory makes us very confusing that how actually it works. Instead of discussing all these things, this is necessary for getting the basic idea of that how linked lists work. But it's better to have a look about the program that we have implemented. So let's see whether the program of this single linked list works or not. Let me check first. There are no syntactical errors. One warning is there. Let's see what the warning is. Node is never used. It's okay, no problem. Total number of line for making this entire program work, which I have to write, is near about 425 lines. It's a big code. So obviously in exam, part of this particular code will be asked. Now let's compile it. Let's execute it. How this particular code is created? In this informative way, where there is a menu. First option of the menu creates the linked list. A normal procedure of creating the linked list. Second option is for inserting a node at the first position. Third option, inserting the node at last position. Fourth, inserting the new node at the specific location. Inserting node based on information. Yes, over here there is one confusion. What does the meaning of inserting a new node based on information? That means it is based on data which we have inserted. I will take an example, no issue. Then various types of deletion operations are there. Deletion of the first node, deletion of the last node, deletion of the node number, deletion of the node based on information, sorting, which is not compulsory. I think one additional feature is given over here, and 11th is display, that is called as traversing, and the last one is exit. Before going into the detailed discussion about this program, let's perform an operation. So I am selecting option number 1. So it indicates the user that you have selected create. That means create selected. Press enter. Here I have used the word called node. That node is a structure. So in this structure, what I am accepting as a data, a roll number of the user, or you can say the student. So roll number is my data. Suppose here I am giving my roll number as a 2. Then second data it accept as a name of the person. That is, suppose I am giving my name. Then once you press enter, there is a one message, want to enter more? Obviously yes, we have to create another node. This is the node number 1. Node number 1 contains an information, or you can say the data called 2 and Gaurav. Here I am giving y. So program continues. New node is created, is going to be created. Suppose here I am giving the roll number called 3 and the name called ABC. Again it asks for yes or no. Suppose I am giving y. From the keyboard, program executes. Third node is created. Suppose here I am giving roll number 1. So here I would like to clear one more doubt, that no need to give the sequence number. Here I am giving the name called ABC is already given, CCC. Here I am again giving y. Fourth node is created. Suppose I am giving the roll number 5, AAA. Suppose I am creating fifth node with some name called MVM. So first node is Gaurav, last node is MVM. Over here, once you press enter, want to enter more, just press N from the keyboard. Menu will be written. Now what happens? If everything is proper in my program, 5 node is created with some information. Yes or no? Obviously yes. So let's first display it. Display selected. My node number 1 contains the information called roll number 2 and name is Gaurav. Node number 2 is roll number 3 and name ABC. Node number 3 is 1 and CCC. Node number 4 is roll number 5 and AAA. Node number 5 is roll number 7 MVM, and null is stored inside the node number 5 as a reference, because node number 5 is the last node. If I press enter, my main menu will be written. So one thing is clear, create and display working properly. Again I am showing you this all the nodes. It's there because my program is not terminated. Node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4, node 5. Now suppose I am inserting a new node at the beginning. That means I am selecting operation number 2. It shows insert beginning selected. Here it asks for the roll number. Suppose I am giving 11 and the name I am giving DS. Now once I press enter, what happens? My first node in a single linked list is Gaurav. Instead of that, this DS will be there and Gaurav becomes the second node. Let's see. First node is 11 and DS and the second node is 2 and Gaurav. So even this particular option is working properly. That is insert at beginning. Which one is the last node? Obviously MVM. So here I am selecting operation number 3 called insert at end. Now over here suppose I am giving the roll number called 16 and a name, suppose I am giving some meaningful name. Let's have what to give? Rajkot. Which one is the last node? Whenever I have created the linked list, that is MVM. So instead of MVM, there should be the last node is Rajkot, to be Rajkot. So let's see. First node is DS, then Gaurav, then ABC, then CCC, then AAA, then MVM, and the last node is Rajkot. So even my operation number 3 successfully works. Now how many total number of nodes are there in my linked list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 nodes are there, right? Now I am going for operation number 4. Insert at specific location. So which location here I have to give? I have to give the location of node number. 7 nodes are there. So out of 7, any node you can give. Say for example, I am giving node number 3. But if you give node number 1 over here, then ultimately it is insertion at beginning, and if you give node number 7, ultimately it is a insertion at end. So I am giving intermediate node for checking the functionality. So I am giving node number 3. It asks for the roll number. Suppose I am giving 60, just remember this 60, and suppose name I am giving Amreli. Press enter. Display first as it is, second it is as it is, third becomes Amreli. So this is called as insertion of node at a specific position, and whatever the old node is on position number 3 becomes at position number 4, 5, 6, 7, total 8 are there because new node is inserted. So operation number 4 is also working properly. Now let's go for operation number 5, that is insertion based on information selected. Here information means the data which you want to replace. So it instruct you enter the roll number after which you want to insert. Suppose I am giving roll number 16, which is node number 3. New ID which I want to insert is 61 with Bombay, that is the name of student. This is inserted. Now let's display it. Node number 1 as it is, node number 2 as it is, node number 3 as it is, node number 4 is inserted at the specific location based on information. Now total there are 9 nodes. So let's start deleting the nodes. Which one is the first node? DS, right? Now suppose I select insert the first node, that is operation number operation number 6. The first node is deleted from the entire list. So DS is deleted from the entire list. Second node becomes the first node. So total 9 nodes are there. Instead of that, there are now total 8 nodes. Suppose I am selecting operation number 7, that is deleting the last node. What happens? The last node will be deleted. Which one is the last node? Which contains 16 as a roll number, and the last node which I have inserted is MVM, I think. That will be deleted. Now operation number 8 is delete a node number. Here what happens? We have to give a specific node number which is going to be deleted. Say for example, suppose I want to delete a node number 5. So that node number 5 will be deleted, and node number 5 is replaced with node number 6. 9 is deletion of node based on information. So suppose here I am giving the name which I want to delete. Say for example, I want to delete MVM, and suppose I am displaying it. So there is no existence of MVM into the single linked list. You can see that there are again 5 nodes are there, but there is no MVM. Again I would like to perform this same operation based on information. Suppose 9, and here I am giving my name, that is Gaurav. So Gaurav will be removed from the entire list. Total 4 nodes should be there. So these 4 nodes are there. Operation number 10 is actually a one sorting which sorts the linked list, but I think it is not the part of our syllabus, so I would not like to speak more about this because it's a wastage of time right now. So entire program works properly. I know that in a Turbo C editor it's little bit difficult to view over the virtual platform. So we will take an discussion of this entire program onto the Notepad. In Notepad we will see the entire program, which is consist of 425 lines one by one, and we'll try to digest every line one by one. So I hope What happens into the single linked list is clear for all the students. In the next lecture, we will see this entire program by opening it into the notepad. Let's see once how it look like. Should I have to set the margin of that particular program or not, or it is already set? This is the program. I think no need to go for the formatting of the program, it's perfect. Right, everything is okay, no problem. So in next program we will go through the each and every line of this particular program in detail. Just revise this session once in a day for digesting the theoretical section which we have discussed. So in next lecture we will go through the practical implementation line by line for single linked list, which is also pronounced as a singly linked list. Thank you very much students for listening me, and have a nice day.